Today on the channel from the latest SummerSlam WWE Elite Wave, we got the I Saw Ghost, Undertaker.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Elite unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the Undertaker for the latest SummerSlam Elite Wave. But for all your SummerSlam figures and all your wrestling figures in general, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Gotta get a deal out there. And the Undertaker, no stranger to any Mattel line. One of the characters in all of wrestling history to get some of the most figures. I believe John Cena has the most figures of anybody, followed by Rey Mysterio. Then I believe it's Undertaker, and then Hulk Hogan. I could be wrong on that Hulk Hogan one, but a lot of people think Hulk Hogan has the most figures of all time. John Cena far and away, Rey Mysterio right after that, but Undertaker close number 3. Lots of figures of Undertaker over the years, I should say. And this one feels old, but also feels new, and the head sculpts give it some newness, but the body seemingly just some of those Ruthless Aggression ones that we've got recently kind of just re-released here. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it, we're going to see where it goes from there. And like I was kind of saying, this version of Undertaker with the new head sculpts is good. The body being a lot of reuse here. I think this is one of the easier ones to, of course, you have a budget for a wave. This is one of the cheaper figures for this wave. I do believe, I could be wrong though, but that's what my gut tells me. Oh, trust your gut. There you go. But Elite logo, WWE logo at the top. Undertaker looking only like an Undertaker could look if he was ready for a summertime beach party. Undertaker right there. John Cone, we're going to build him. SummerSlam. Let the light in at the top, and then, of course, a big window for the Taker right there. There's old Undertaker looking just like an Undertaker could look at SummerSlam. There it is. Elite Collection, SummerSlam, Undertaker, Certified Authentic. How about that? Little True Effects as well. You got Elite, SummerSlam, Glamour Shot, Tail of the Tape. You got the blurb. You got the cross-sell. We're unboxing every single one of these on the channel. Make sure you do subscribe. Jibber Jabber at the bottom. And then, of course, you got John Cone, and we're going to build him in the last video where we will build him. Then we're going to rank the entire wave from my favorites, or my least favorite to my favorite. How about that? Whoa, almost lost the hat. You don't want to lose any hats right there. There it goes. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic prison time. Looks like Taker's locked in all over the place like a young Todd McFarlane here. Oh, the Undertaker. How about Taker, huh? Is he ever going to come back? I don't think so. And just last night, as I'm filming this, he was at the Hall of Fame. He was doing a little induction action there. That was a nice surprise to a lot of people. I think a lot of people were happy to see the Undertaker as a surprise. It's not WrestleMania without the Undertaker, is it? Well, it was for at least 5 years, wasn't it? I don't know. You tell me. We got a lot of arms and hands and all kinds of stuff. I don't think we've ever had a figure in the Elite line with more hands than this. Obviously, most of them, almost all except one pair, are John Cone's. But I don't think we've ever had that many hands in an Elite. So I'm here for that. That's pretty cool, I do think. Pull all these out. Oh my gosh. We're popping and locking right here is what we're doing. Get all those hands out of here. There it is. And then big old take. Pull them out. See you later. Goodbye. And the Undertaker, no stranger to these Elite lines, as we do know. And we're going to dive into him here in a second. But we got John Cone for days. That's what we got. We got 2 arms for John. And then we got plenty of hands. And I do like this with a referee. You got to have plenty of hands here. And I would love to buy multiples of this John Cone because you can put different heads on it. You could have a whole referee group if you wanted to. I'm sure there's going to be quite a few people doing that in the future. But like I said, we'll be unboxing or putting together John Cone. And then we'll rank the entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite. Stay tuned to that on the channel here. But let's look at these Undertaker accessories first. He's got those 2 big old soup bones right there out of the package. 2 fists of glove fury. Got the gripping hands over here. Really comes down to what do you prefer in your Undertaker hands. So we do have those. And we do got the Undertaker hat, which is very interesting. I like that we got the hat with Taker here. Just your standard black hat. An Undertaker's hat, some may say. Looks fine to me. I don't really got any issues with it, but I almost wish, well, I hate to say I wish we didn't have it, but it feels very incomplete and feels very strange when he doesn't have his jacket on. It just looks like an Amish guy or something working out in the fields. That's kind of what it looks like. You know, he's got his pants on, he's got his wife beater on, he's baling hay or something, and he's got a hat to keep the sun out. Well, it looks a little strange without the big coat, and even on the package they pictured him in the coat. So I would have liked to seen the coat, but of course, once again, what does that do? It raises the cost of the entire wave, this figure, so I guess it just wasn't in the budget, I would imagine. But I think I'm going to have to display this one with him holding his hat. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I don't know. It just looks very weird. Just looks very strange. It looks like the Amish is what it looks like right there. I don't know. Those Amish, you never know what they're up to. You know, there's no Amish people watching this. I don't think. If you're Amish, shout out to you breaking all the rules. Are you into like Rungspringer or something like that? But you know one thing about the Amish I always learned, and I don't know, is this racist? I don't know if this is racist. I don't think it's racist. It comes from a good place. As good of a place as it can come. But I remember my dad. You know, my dad was quite the insurance guy back in the day. When he was cutting his teeth back in the day as well, he told me one time, I remember saying, you know, one of the most crooked organizations, whatever you want to call it, is the Amish. Because these Amish communities, apparently they have insurance a lot of times. And what happens is these barns burn down. Every summer, a new barn burns down. And can you believe it? Not one of these Amish people have a clue what happened. Oh, I didn't see anything. I don't know. They all cover for each other. They run insurance scams. That's what those Amish people do over there. Burning down barns, getting new ones back and forth. Come on, what are we doing, Amish people? And whenever I think of the Amish, I think of myself as a young sales rep back in the day. I was deep in the heart of Southern Iowa, of all places. Don't really recommend it. Southern Iowa, shout out to you guys, but not a lot going on down there. Let's be honest. Not a lot going on in Southern Iowa. Central Iowa, that's where the party is, but Southern Iowa, a little bit suspect. Well, one time I'm driving these country roads. Oh, it's about the miles. It's all about those miles, you know. But I'm out there, and I come to one of those four-way stops, and there's police cars and all this stuff. I'm like, oh, this isn't pretty good. But you know what happened? There was a big Amish wagon with a horse, and one of these big semis hit the Amish wagon and the horse, and there's the old Amish guy with his hat down and his kids and stuff. They apparently got out of the buggy. This is a wild story. They got out of the buggy, but the horse, not so lucky. There was the horse like split into like 3 pieces on sides of the roads. Like that truck like went right through that horse. Absolutely wild. I've never seen so much blood and guts all over the roads in the hot Iowa summer sun. Oh, I bet it smelled great. I didn't get out to smell it though, but wild times. Whenever I think of the Amish, I think of that incident, and I think of my dad as a kid telling me, oh, every summer a different one burns down and nobody ever knows what happened. And there you go. The more you know about the Amish, shout out to the Amish. I'm huge in Amish country, I'm sure. I'm sure the Amish love this channel, which they shouldn't be watching, but if you are, I'm not going to hold it against you. Shout out to the Amish right there. Back to the Undertaker, how about? Who wanted to hear that Amish story? You fast forward through that, I don't know. But we got Taker here, and I did mention, this body really does feel like those Ruthless Aggressions, biker Taker bodies. It is kind of the in-between times there for Taker. We got those black pants, black boots, black gloves, the black wristbands that complete the glove look, of course. Got the black wife beater. Hopefully he's not beating any wives in it, but he does have that going on. Little silver in the butt buckle right there. And then, of course, the Undertaker tattoos. At first, I didn't think there was any color in these, but we do got color back there. So on brand, of course. So it is your stereotypical Undertaker, and I think of this more as the biker Taker, but like I said, a little bit in between times on this one. The real magic happens in this figure is the head sculpt. So we got 2 head sculpts on this. The one right out of the package, he's got those crazy maniacal eyes right there. It's like, I guess it was SummerSlam against Brock Lesnar. Getting his win back, but a lot of people forget about that one because they remember him losing at Mania. They don't remember him beating Brock later on down the road, but he's got kind of that crazy eye look to him there. You know, he saw a ghost is what he looks like. He's right out Scooby-Doo there. Looks like Undertaker, but definitely a different head sculpt, one we don't get ever in the past. So it is kind of one of those strange ones. Black hair throughout, and then the human hits being played. 2 big old bug eyes, goatee, nose, mouth, 2 ears. Like I said, all the human hits being played. Now the second head sculpt, awfully wild here. That's where he sat up and looked at Taker and kind of screamed and yelled and busted out his eyes. Probably broke a couple of blood vessels. A wild, wild head sculpt right here. I'm really torn. They're both kind of zany and crazy, but we've got so many Undertakers over the years. I think we need something like this to really set them apart, because if this is just a stoic, normal Undertaker head, would there be a lot of people wanting this one? And like I said, it doesn't feel terribly different is what this one. And this one really is missing the jacket for me to think it's an amazing, amazing figure. But of course, articulation here, arms go around for us, bicep cut, Double jointed, pinless elbows. The hits continue. Hands back and forth, side to side. Waist articulation. Ab crunch, nice and tight. Love that. Of course, head removable on these bad boys. Got to be, so you can mix and match that one if you want to. Big old Undertaker splits. Look at that. He's ready for summertime fun right there. He's ready for some skis. He's going to do some jumps. Who knows what he might be up to on the boat. Legs do go up. Thigh cut. Double jointed non-pinless knees right here. No boot cut. But you do get a little side to side on the ankles. A little up and down. Always the weak point of articulation, as we do know. For the Mattel figures, and I had a stand. I guess I'll use this one right here. How about that? A little magic trick. I'm looking around and then you do one of these. That's magic right there. I'm like a young David Copperfield. That's really what I am at the end of the day. Who knows? Who knows? But there it is. Undertaker fitting on the stand. Of course, head over to ringside. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Get your Mattel ringside stand. So there it is. SummerSlam Undertaker. Any thoughts out there from you guys and gals? What do you think about this one? Do you wish we got a jacket? I'm sure everybody wishes we got a jacket. Which head are you going to use? What do you think about this one? Is it a pickup? Is it a pass? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day. Of course, 2 YouTube channels. Make sure you subscribe to both of them there. They both do funnel to the Patreon for early access to all the videos. All the glamour shots from all the videos are well over on Patreon. Of course, we also got a monthly Q&A, a monthly giveaway, dog stuff, pizza reviews. It's all going down over there in the old Patreon channel. And Patreon, the best way to support the channel, as you guys know by now. You can also support the channel. Head over to Barnes & Noble for the exclusive hardcover edition. Amazon is where I recommend to get the soft cover. 700 pages, just shy. It is the complete guide to Jakks WWE Classic Superstars line by yours truly. Appreciate all the support. If you want an autographed copy, hit me up on social media. SirPaul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for the Undertaker, SummerSlam, and the Amish, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.